Good morning students, this is Ankita Keshravani here, your computer teacher. So students, as you know, before revision assessment 2, we have already completed up to chapter number 4. Today I will going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 5, editing text in MS Word 2010. So what is this MS Word? MS stands for Microsoft, okay? So Microsoft Word is an application software used for word processing. It is used for word processing. It is an application software. It was introduced by Microsoft Corporation, one of the world's largest companies in software development. As you know, Microsoft Corporation or Microsoft is the company which is developed by Bill Gates. So who is the developer of Microsoft? You have already know about this, Bill Gates. Okay, Bill Gates is the founder of Microsoft. Microsoft Word has the power and flexibility to produce letters, reports, notices, newsletters, books, bills, etc. quickly and in a presentable manner. Okay. With the help of the Microsoft Word document, you can produce letters, you can produce reports, notices, newsletters, books, bills, etc. And you can do it very quickly and in a presentable manner. Okay. So if you want to present any data or any letter, any notice, any information in a very presentable manner, so you can use Word document. Okay. The second one, why we use MS Word and why it is important, the second reason is that Microsoft Word modify the text both while typing and after typing. If you are typing the text, along with the typing you can modify your text, and after the typing also you can able to modify that particular text. It will help you to beautify the text using colors, style, font size, border, shading and various other effects. Okay. You can also beautify your text by applying the different font size, font styles, font colors, font border, shading and various other effects. The third one, you can also insert graphics and make use of various drawing tools to draw pictures. In a Word document, you can also, you have a ability, you have a option to insert graphics and make use of various drawing tools to draw pictures. The next one, copy and move the text from one location to another. You know very well, we can copy or we can move any text from one location to another location, and it is also possible in this Microsoft Office Word. Okay. And the last one, preview the text before printing it. Take multiple printout. So Microsoft Word has the power and flexibility to preview the text before printing it. That means once you have done with your file, once you have done with your document and now you want to print it. So before printing it, you can just check, you can preview your text that after printing how will it appear. Understood? And you can also take a multiple printout of one document. As you know, we are typing question papers for you. So we are not type, suppose in a class there are 29 students. Okay. So I am not going to type 29 different question papers for each students. I typed only one question paper and then I take out the multiple printout. I take out the 29 printout of that one document file. Understood everyone? So like this you can print multiple copies, multiple printout of one document. Understood? Okay. Now let's see how we can start Microsoft Word. To start a Microsoft Word, first you have to click on the Start button, which is present on the lower left corner of the taskbar. Okay, so this is the Start button. So as you know, this steps is written for Windows 7, for those users who have Windows 7. But in my computer, in my laptop, there is Windows 10 is installed, so I cannot open Microsoft Word 2010 following these steps. So you can just follow this step if you are using the Windows 7. First you have to click on the Start button, which is present at the lower left corner of the taskbar. Then you have to click on All Programs. Then you have to click on the Microsoft Office, and then you have to click on Microsoft Word 2010. Because Microsoft Office is a complete package in which you will find Microsoft Word, Microsoft Presentation, and Microsoft Excel. So you will find different types of applications related to Microsoft Paint. Okay, it is also comes under the Microsoft Office, and which is a complete package of Microsoft. Okay, so once you click on Microsoft Office, then you have to click on Microsoft Word 2010. Now see, the Word application opens a blank document with the temporary name document 1. The small blinking vertical line that you notice on the screen is known as the insertion point or a cursor. It indicates the position where the next typed character will appear. So first I have to open the Word document. So let's open it. For better understanding, I have to open the Microsoft Word. It is opening. Okay. Now you have to click on the blank document. As you know, the Word application opens a blank document with the temporary name document 1. You can see here, this is a title bar of Microsoft Word, and here you will find document 1. You can see my mouse pointer, document 1, then space, then hyphen, then again a 1 space, and Word is written here. Okay, so this is the temporary name of a particular file. When you will open a new file in a Word document, you will find that your file is named as document 1. So it is a temporary name of your file, and you can change it. Okay, the small blinking vertical line that you notice on the screen is known as the insertion point or cursor. You can notice here, this is a small vertical line. You can see here, this is a small vertical line which is blinking. So the small blinking vertical line that you notice on the screen is known as insertion point or cursor. It is known as insertion point or cursor. It indicates the position where the next typed character will appear. Suppose now it is here, present here. Okay, so if I am starting writing something, so it will start from here only, like you can see here. I am writing good evening. For your better understanding, better appearance, I will increase the font size. Okay, I am increasing the font size, and I think now it is visible for you, for everyone. Now you can see The small blinking vertical line that you notice on the screen is known as the insertion point or cursor, and my cursor is blinking here, and now I am again writing something, and that text will be written on the below of good evening. Good evening, students. Like you can see and you can observe. Okay. As you start typing, the cursor automatically shift to the right. You noticed as you start typing, the cursor automatically shift to the right. You can see again. I am writing something else here. Like I am writing Microsoft Word is an application software used for word processing. So this cursor, this insertion point automatically moves towards right side. Okay, I think you have observed this. Whenever you start typing, this cursor, this insertion point will be moved towards right side. Understood everyone? Okay. Now see this. The top area of this Word document, it is known as a title bar. In the title bar, you will find the first by temporary name of a file, that is document 1. So whenever you change the file name, that particular name will be shown here. Okay, you can see I am saving this file. Click on save as, and I am using this PC. I am selecting a location, desktop. Now I am selecting the name. I am giving the name example 1 and click on save. Now you can see here on the top of this title bar, you can see now the file name is changed from document 1 to example 1 because I have renamed it. I have saved this file as example 1. Understood everyone? So this is the title bar, and on the right side of the title bar you will find this control buttons. So the last one is close button, the middle one is maximize button, and the first one is minimize button. Using this you can minimize your application. Using the maximize button, you can resize your file like this. And using this close button, you can close it. Close this Word document directly. Understood everyone? On the right hand side, on the left hand side, you will found this quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar. So the first icon is used to save a file directly. Okay, directly you can save this file by clicking on this save icon. The second icon is for undo. So using the Ctrl+Z, you can undo the action, and if you don't want to use the shortcut key for undo any action, so you can use the shortcut icon which is present on the left section of the title bar. Understood everyone? After it, you will find this customize quick access toolbar drop down menu, and clicking on it you can create your own customized access toolbar. Understood everyone? So this is about the title bar. Now you can see this is the file tab. in which you will find different kinds of option to open a new file, to open another saved file, and to open any blank document. And you can save as, print, share, export, close, and you can also close this document from here also. Okay, so here you will find different types of options. This area, this area where you will found this clipboard, font, paragraph, this area is known as ribbon. Okay, this area, this particular area is known as ribbon. You can also watch in your book figure 5.1, it is given, so where the outline is presentable. Okay, so using the outlines you can easily understood which one is known as ribbons. Understood everyone? And here you will found the status bar on the bottom side, or you can say above, just above the task bar. This is the status bar. From here at the right hand side, right corner, you will found this zoom bar. So you can just zoom in and zoom out. Okay, you can just zoom in and zoom out your document like this. Understood everyone? And on the left hand side, you will found how many words are written in your document, and what are the page number of your documents. Okay, like that you can check the status of your document. Understood everyone? Now we will see how we can enter the text in our Word document. Let's see here. Entering the text. In Microsoft Word, while typing, you will observe that Word wraps the text automatically. In Microsoft Word, while typing, you will observe that Word wraps the text automatically. Wrapping. Wrapping means the text. Wrapping the text means that if the text does not fit in the current line, then Word shift it to the next line by default. Understanding? Wrapping the text means that if the text does not fit in the current line, if the particular text, if the particular sentence is not fit in the current line, then Word shift it to the next line by default. Okay, so to observe this, to check this, you have to type this particular text in your document. So let's start. We will type this particular lines in our document. Okay, so I am erasing this one, and now I am going to type the text, the sentences which is given in your book, and I am using 18 font size for your better appearance. So in your book, sentences is like knowledge is information. Okay, knowledge is information, then full stop. It is a potential power. But it becomes power only when it is acted upon. It is acted upon. You can observe the changes. You can observe that this particular line is not fit in one line. So it automatically shifts to the next line. Understood everyone? Knowledge is information, it is a potential power, but it becomes power only when it is acted upon. So it is very nice line written here. But this line, this complete sentence is not fit on one line, on a single one line. So this Word document directly automatically shift the remaining words to the next line. Understood everyone? Now I am going to type another sentence, and now I am pressing the enter key because I want to write that another sentence from another line. Okay, and you can see our next line will start from this margin. Okay, so that's why I am using enter key, and I am come to the next line. Now I am again writing the next sentence. Learning. Learning is like eating food. It is not how much you eat. Learning is like eating food. It is not how much you eat that matters. What counts is how much you digest. So you can observe, learning is like eating food. It is not how much you eat that matters. What counts is how much you digest. So you can observe here, after the that word, matters is not fit on this line. Okay, so it will be shift to the next line automatically. Understood? Like that you can type anything and the Word document automatically move the text to the next line again and again. Understood everyone? Is it clear for you? If is it not clear, then again you can rewind just your video and play back. Understood everyone? Okay. Now we will see how we can create a new document. So first we will save this document, then after we will see how we can open a new document. Understood everyone? So first here you can see, here this box is given how we can create a new document, but first we will see how we can save a file. Okay, first we will see how we can save a file, then after we will see how we can open a document, how we can open a new document, how we can close the document. Understood everyone? So first we will see how we will save a document. So first you have to click on the file tab. So you can see these are known as tab. This is help tab, view tab, review tab, mailing tab, references tab, layout tab, design tab, insert tab, home tab, and this is a file tab. So first you have to click on the file tab, then you will found here save and save as option. So if you are saving your file as first time, so you have to click on the save as option, then you have to give a particular name to your file. So I am not saving this file first time, but I want to show you again how you can save a file. So I am using save as option, and from here you can change, you can select your location. So you will found this type of screen. So from here you can use your location, you can choose your location wherever you want to save your file. So I want to save my file under this class 4 folder, under this computer folder, from the name example class 4. class 4 chapter 5. Okay, now from here you can see this is a file name. From here you can give the file, you can give the name to your file. Okay, and then after giving the name to your file, you can click on save file to save it, and it will be saved, and you can observe the changes that your file name has been changed from example1 to example class 4 chapter 5. Okay, so like that you can save your file at first time. So whenever you make the any changes in your file, it is required to be saved again, but this time there is no need to save. Click on the save as option. Instead of clicking on save as option, now you can click on save only. Okay, so also you can use the shortcut key Ctrl+S from your keyboard. Ctrl+S means first you have to press the control key in your keyboard, on your keyboard, then hold down this control key, then again press S to save this file. It will be saved. Okay, this is the first method. Using the shortcut key you can save the file. And the second method, I have already told you that using the file, first you have to click on the file tab, then click on the save as option if you are going to save your file at first time, and if you are going to save your file another next time, second, third, fourth, fifth, any time, then you can only click on save and it will be saved. Okay, and if you don't want to go through this file tab and then save option, you can just simply click here. This is the save icon. You can click here to save this file. Okay, understood? So like that, in a 3 or 4 ways you can save your files. Understood everyone? Now we will see how we can open a new document. So first you have to click on the file tab, and here you will found this new document, new option. So click on this new, and here you will found this blank document, essential reports, and you will found different kinds of templates. These templates are predefined. So but you have to use only blank document because these are not in your syllabus. First we have to learn about the in a simple way. So first you have to click on the blank document to open it. So you can see this is a Word document and it is written as document 2. By default it is named as document 2. Why it is named as document 2? Because our first file is already open. You can see. And this is our new file. Another way to open a new file is click on the new button on the quick access toolbar. So I have to add the new button here. This is the new button. You can see this is the customize quick access toolbar. Using this access toolbar you can select any select any tools, and you can add any tools to your quick access toolbar. Okay, you can add any option to quick access toolbar. So here you will find this icon, and using this icon you can create a new document. And here you can see this is the document 4 and this is the document number 3. Okay, like that you can open any new file. Understood everyone? Now you can also open a new file using a shortcut key. Now I am pressing the shortcut key from my keyboard, Ctrl+N. First you have to press the control key, then hold down the control key and again press the N. And now you can see document 5 because it is a new file. Okay, so now you can see there are five files are open. Understood everyone? So like that, in a 3 ways you can also open a new document. Understood everyone? Now we will see how we can close a document. So there are two ways to close a file, to close a document. So before closing, we will first see how we can open any pre-saved file. जो पहले से saved होगी वो वाली file अगर आपको open करनी है, then you can use this option also. So first you have to click on the file tab and now you have to click on the open. And from here you can select your location from where you want to open any file. So I want to open any old file like I want to open this circular and it will be open. Okay, so this is one old circular of our school. So I am opening this file. So like that you can open any document. Understood everyone? The another way to open any file, it is of you can use the shortcut key. So you can use Control plus capital O. So first you have to press the Control key, then hold down the O, and it will pop up in the same window. And from here you can select any particular file that you want to open, or you can just click on browse button and choose your location from where you want to open any file. Understood everyone? Now we will see how we can close any particular file, particular document. To close any particular file or any document, you can just simply click on it, close. You can see I have closed my 3 files. And there is 3 files is already open. So I have to close one more. This file is already have been closed. And now you can see there is only one file and I closed that file also. Is it clear for everyone? So like that you can close your file. There is another way to close your file. I will show you. First I have to open my file again. This is our file, example class 4. So first I have to open this file. It is opening. And if you want to close this file, so there is another way to close this file. First you have to click on the file tab, then click on close. Here you will find this close button. So you can click on it to close this particular file. Click on it to close this file. It will be closed. Understood everyone? So like that you can close any Word document. Now I am again opening this file to show you how we can preview a document before printing it. If you want to print your document, so you can print it also. But if you want to preview a document before printing it, that how your document will be appear after printing, and if you want to preview it, then you can do it. Okay, so to do this you have to click on file tab, then you have to click on print. And here you can see this is the preview section, and here you will find how your text will be appear after printing. And from here also you can change the paper size, and you can change the different settings of the printing. And from here you can also convert the document into PDF by selecting the printer as Microsoft Print to PDF. These are different kinds of printers, but if you are using the Microsoft Print to PDF, that means your particular document will be converted into a PDF. Understood everyone? So like this you can preview a document. Understood? And also you can use the Ctrl plus P option. This is the shortcut key. So using Ctrl plus P, I am pressing the Ctrl plus P. You can directly do the same thing using the shortcut keys also. And the third method is using the quick access toolbar. So here I have to add the print option, print preview and print option in here, and this is a print preview and print option icon. From clicking on it you can directly preview your document like this. Understood everyone? So that is enough for today, and in our next class we will discuss our next topic of this chapter. Understood? So till that you have to practicing it. Okay, you have to practice all the features of Microsoft Word that we have discussed today. Understood everyone? So that is enough for today. Bye. Take care.